Are things fundamentally changed with China?
I mean, I think it's clear that we're in a new era with China. I think that what's happening in Taiwan, China just uses Pelosi's visit as a reason to ratchet. All they've been ratcheting in one way, in one direction, and it's towards the eventual takeover of Taiwan, whether they do it peacefully or as she said in a speech, peacefully or else. The question is, do they invade, and do they invade in the next year or two? They invade in the next 3 or 4? And what does that mean for U.S. national security with our reliance on Taiwan semi for chips and our reliance on China for antibiotic production and blood pressure medicine? There are some things where there is a reliance that is such a deep reliance on China on core areas of our existence. But then the flip side is we actually hold the economic nuclear button in the United States. China still uses dollars to interact with the rest of the world for the overwhelming majority of their transactions. And so if China's belligerence gets to a point where we need to do something, potentially engage either militarily or economically, I believe we should press that economic button and remove them from the SWIFT system and use that as a deterrent for China's potential invasion of Taiwan. Those are the things that I think need to be socialized in our government.
So do they wait until they build up their parallel SWIFT system?
You say parallel SWIFT system. So far, it's kind of like the old axis of evil, right? You have Russia partnering with China, and you have Iran as a friend of China, and you have North Korea as a potential friend of China. If the bad guys want to go hang out on the bad block, there is not going to be enough of a, quote, SWIFT system for the bad guys to properly operate. So I don't believe that that's an alternative. I think that their reliance on the globe is still going to be tantamount to their success. And their global primacy is something that they've convinced the academics, some academics in the U.S., some of the think tanks, and even some of the Wall Street analysts.